Hi, this is a short video about out-of-bounds glitching in Blade Kitten. This is especially true about the recent relisting on Steam, where the game's mechanics have been overhauled to make it better. What you can't see is me doing the quotation marks when I say better. I've noticed that it's much easier to clip out of bounds than it used to be in the previous version. All you need is a wall and some stones to block your path. And then just keep jumping into those rocks. Here's an example. Now, you see, the thing is, when you're being clipped out of bounds, because the game is based on a 3D engine, once you're a little bit off the main object plane, you can start taking advantage of your newfound ability to phase through objects. There's quite a lot of these objects you can now pass through once you've clipped yourself onto a different plane. So it got me thinking, can this be used to get fast times in levels? Can you clip out of bounds? I've basically tried every level I have unlocked, and I found that one level allows you to clip through objects and beat it quickly, and gives you an opportunity to get back into bounds near the end of the stage. And that level is Chasing Justice, the third level in the game. If you follow this trick, you can beat Chasing Justice in 6 minutes. You can basically beat the level faster than it was intended, which leads me wondering if you can use these same glitches to beat other levels quickly. So anyway, I want to show you my roughly 6-minute run of Chasing Justice and to commentate exactly what I did during that run. Alright, so this is some post-commentary on the run. First you want to go all the way to the left, next to the wall there, and you'll see there are some rocks. If you just jump into those rocks, you'll eventually clip straight through. Now you're out of bounds, and that's the most important part. The next thing is avoid jumping on top of your mount there, because if you do, you'll screw it up and you'll have to start over. So our first real example, you can basically go straight through that rock. No real challenge. If you carry on, you'll notice that also you're not collecting hex now, so you're not collecting any of the money. You can't trigger checkpoints because you're slightly out of bounds. And that instant kill trap, no damage. Now this is the first really difficult obstacle to get past, because basically it is on your plane and it's hard to get past. I basically kept mashing buttons until it let me past it. This is one of the first real times you'll actually waste time getting through, but once you're past it, you're pretty much safe for the next 3 minutes of the level, basically. You just want to keep running, going through objects. You can pass straight through those rock walls. And again, there's another one. I jumped over it, but you can pass straight through it. This bridge is tricky. You have to sort of jump where these sticks are holding it up, because otherwise you can pass through it, and that can be tricky to sort yourself with. You can get through that. Now, you happen to be currently on this plane in the exact same place as the edges of those tubes, so you have to jump over them. You don't have the option to pass through them. I don't know what I did there, why I was caught up there. But yeah, you need to get up here. The easiest way to do it is to just grab hold of it and jump. Alright, we'll do that. Normally, you won't get stuck there, but unfortunately, this isn't an exact science. Getting it right isn't an exact science, because you've just got to keep jumping at that wall at the start and hoping you'll be put on the right plane, because just a couple of pixels out either way, like a couple of centimeters out, you'll notice a difference in what objects you can pass through and what you can't. So basically, yeah, just take a stroll through here, jump straight through that rock, continue on. Now there's a really tricky bit here you want to avoid. There's a bit where you can actually fall through the bottom of the level and you're screwed. So what you want to do is you want to jump. The next part you want to land on is the part that's sticking out there, and then land there, grab into the rock, and then you're good. You can pass straight through there and carry on. Otherwise, you can fall through the bottom of the level and fall for infinity, and I'll show that at the end of this run, so that you can see what that bit's like and why you have to avoid it. So, you can't really use this technique for a no damage level run, because the enemies can still damage you. You are still sort of on the plane of the enemies, even though you're not on the plane of the hex. Now from here, you can grab onto your mount, and as soon as you do, you're now back on the correct plane. This resets your positioning, and now if you were to get off the mount, your position would be correct again. So now it's just a case of getting through the level really quickly. I do actually die here, which is embarrassing, but it's not a time waste, and now that you're on the mount, you can trigger the checkpoint, so it's not a problem. It's still annoying that that happened, but that's just because I'm impatient and I just want to run straight through. That was cool. Didn't mean to do that. But yeah, once from here on in, it's basically just the level as is. You know, I'm interested in doing a full Let's Play of this game, but I'd have to promise myself I'm not just going to glitch it to hell. I had some trouble with this bit, which wasted some time. I don't know why I had so much trouble with that jump. I mean, I shouldn't now, because I'm on the right plane and everything. And the enemies, since the game got relisted, the enemy AI, I like that it's tougher, but at the same time there are enemies that just block every single one of your attacks. Which is great when you're playing, because, you know, when you're not on the mount, you have different techniques you can use to face them. But when you're on the mount, you have two attacks. Use your sword and headbutt them. When use your sword and headbutt are blocked, you can't use them.
Come on, come on. Whoa.
Yeah, from here on in, it's just basically the race against justice. And we're going to have the level be in record time. I don't know what the world record is on this game, but I think whatever time I got must be pretty good, because I don't think anybody else has bothered to look into like the getting like glitched up and on the wrong plane. If they have, cool. I'd love to see who else has figured out that you can glitch out, because it's pretty cool. I had some lag issues there. I'm thinking of calling that asshole lag, basically. Whenever you have lag at a part that's actually really difficult to play, and it's seemingly no reason, it just happens to you, that's asshole lag. So, yeah, I was being really unfortunate with how many grenades were landing on me and how many exploding mushrooms I stood on, but yeah, I mean, it's not a clean run, and I think I could definitely do this level faster with more practice. But yeah, we're about to see on the level select screen exactly how much time that took. And it will be interesting for me to remind myself, because I think it was about 6 minutes. 6 minutes something. What does it say? 6 minutes 4 seconds. And I reckon I could do that faster. So yeah, if you want to try this glitch, just find a wall, and it's best if it's a vertical wall, but you can do it on other walls as well. Find a wall, position yourself just underneath the rock, and keep jumping. Just like when you land, immediately jump again, but try not to do the double jump. And eventually you'll start seeing that Kit will be pushed to the side, and then that's it. You're out of the plane, and you can take advantage of being able to phase through some objects. But in this particular level, in Herb X, you can actually clip yourself onto a plane where there are solid walls and you can't progress. So it's sort of like it's an experiment. You've got to keep trying things until they work. The best thing to do with this glitch is experiment with it, and I'm happy to show you it, because as soon as I discovered that I could continually get myself out of bounds and get the same result every time, that's when I knew that it was time to show this glitch off. So I hope this interested you, and yeah, I hope it can aid speedrunners or people who want to take this game at speed. And I'd love to see people do a faster run of Chasing Justice, or any of the other levels, beat them quickly using this method. And also by uploading it to YouTube now, I'm just saying, yeah, I found this first, just in case there's any question of that. So this is the part I was talking about where you can accidentally clip through the ground in Chasing Justice. Be very careful not to let this happen, because if you fall through there, your run is ruined. You have to reload the level because you've already taken that time on the counter to get there. So it'll ruin your chances for a fast time, just reload.